Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. Snap, crackle, and pop. Snap, crackle, and pop. How you doing, guys? Welcome back. God bless the victims of 9/11, and God bless their families. Now, let's see what's in the news today. Today, we have an article from Business Insider written by Haley Peterson. And the article is called, "It Was a Ghost Town, Shoppers Reveal Why They've Abandoned Sears and Kmart." And this is what the article reads. Sears and Kmart, once America's leading retailers, are bleeding cash and shutting down stores as once loyal shoppers abandoned them in droves. Dropped from $41 billion in 2000 to $15 billion in 2015. Kmart, which merged with Sears in 2005, has seen its sales plunge from $37 billion to $10 billion in the same period. In interviews with more than 12 longtime customers of the two stores, people repeatedly cited the same reasons for taking their business elsewhere, which is lack of customer service, poor quality products, lengthy checkout process, and messy, depressing stores. Here's what they said. "I have to beg them to take my money. Several people claimed that they were unable to find any cashiers when trying to check out. Robert Hulk, 69 of Baltimore, Maryland, said he has been a loyal Sears customer for life. Sears was my go-to store for just about everything," he said. "Now I do my best to avoid going into the local store." He said he's visited the store about 6 times in the last 2 years and only once made a purchase. And this is what he said. "It is really bad when you have to go through a frustrating ordeal just to get them to take your money," he said. "It's like I have to beg them to take it." Hoke said he went to Sears a couple of months ago to buy a new lawnmower, but left and went to Home Depot when he couldn't find anyone to help him. Now, I'm speaking for me now. I've been to a couple of Kmarts, and I've been to a couple of Sears, and I gotta say, man, I'd never see people actually working there. It's a very depressing looking store. I have to agree with him on that. There is absolutely not enough workers there, and there was times I went there during evening hours, and parts of the stores were completely empty, like nobody was there. A very depressing store, and I always wondered, how are they still around? But let's see what else is in the news today. We have an article written by Caroline Bankoff, and the article is titled, "What We Know About How 9/11 Has Affected New Yorkers' Health 15 Years Later." And this is what the article reads. Within days of the attack of the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001, then EPA Chief Christine Whitman encouraged New Yorkers to head back to Lower Manhattan. The good news continues to be that air samples we have taken have all been at levels that cause us no concern, she told reporters. A week later, she again assured the public that the air was safe to breathe and their water was safe to drink. Really? Her claims were echoed by then New York City Mayor Rudy, who, in his apparent eagerness to get the financial district up and running again, told everyone to go back to normal. He also called the air around Ground Zero safe as far as we can tell with respect to chemical and biological agents. Really? But anyway, in the article, it takes apart from another piece of journalism called the Newsweek, and it explained, when the towers came down, they released a massive plum of turning Lower Manhattan into a cesspool of cancer and deadly disease. We will never know the compensation of the clouds because the wind carried it away, but people were breathing and eating it said the World Trade Center Health Program's Dr. Michael Crane. What we do know is that it had all kinds of god-awful things in it. Burning jet fuel, plastics, metal, fiberglass, asbestos. It was thick, terrible stuff. A witch's brew. Because the fires burned at ground zero for more than 90 days, a later study explained that the contaminants found in the dust immediately after attacks continued to show up in samples for weeks. Damn! Jeez!